folks. We're joined here on the JR the Bossman Show by former Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket and LA Chargers linebacker Jerry Attaochu here on the Bossman Show. Jerry has got a mini camp start today, man. How do you feel getting back on the field after your injury last year? Get ready to get the season going for the LA Chargers, man.
Man, it's exciting, man. I'm juiced up, so whenever you come off an injury, any player knows this in the NFL. You're ready to come back and make a splash and get your name back out there. So I'm definitely excited about the opportunity to do it in LA this year.
Now, just in general, Jerry, what has been a transition like for you going from LA from San Diego? How's it been for you? How's the traffic been for you? Kind of used to the traffic up there, the way of life up there. How's it been for you transition moving up there to play for the Chargers now, up in LA now? Being also playing that stadium down there, StubHub Center that you're gonna play. Like that idea too, Jerry. Playing that stadium, a little thing for you guys, a lot of energy for people, right?
Yeah, it's great, man. A lot of energy. I think the team is going to get a lot closer. I think that's a big thing we can take of this. That's our performance, and I think we had performance last year. That's the only thing we can control is how we play within the line. Everything else, it's just a new location, and we're ready to play football. So at the end of the day, that's the mindset that we have. Players going into this situation, and it's a pretty unique situation. To be moving from one day to another.
Man. So that's on your rehab. How'd your rehab go this offseason? I know you're upset when it happened in Houston and you broke your foot, man. How's rehab going for you? How excited are you to get back on the field, and how are you feeling physically all together, man?
I'm feeling great. I'm almost done with my rehab. I got a lot stronger in other parts of my body, while I was rehabbing, so I took a lot out of it. And, I started out 6 months ago after the season. I went up to Georgia Tech and I did some rehab there for a couple months, while taking classes, and came here and finished up my rehab. So, I'm full go, and I'm excited about it.
I hear you now. Also, Jerry, being from Nigeria, well, soccer is very prevalent, man. At what point did you decide that you want to make football what you want to pursue? I said, being from Nigeria and playing soccer. Soccer is a big sport in Nigeria. At what point did you get to the idea that you want to play football, like the American football, now play soccer like you in your home country?
It was definitely more of a mistake. I walked into the wrong room. I was trying to sign up for some football coaches in there, and he basically said I couldn't play football that day. So I started playing in the ninth grade. I wasn't very good. I just got better over time, up until my senior year, where I was able to be a Division I athlete. So definitely my resiliency and just persevering through struggling at something that helped me get better. So I think that was that spoke to my career as a player in general.
Hey, John Beckler, just wanted to ask you about the transition, what it's been like for you. I know it's not a huge transition from San Diego to Los Angeles, but what has that been like for your teammates?
It's definitely different. You get really good at logistics and planning stuff. When you get drafted, you expect to be in the city till your contract is up. So, this is our fourth year. I've been in San Diego for 3.5 years. So, I have 1 year. So, I have to throw my stuff in storage and get a new lease down there and do all these things, make the drive up and down, trying to find a place, and just doing the whole moving thing. So, I think that was definitely what I took out of it. But other than that, just learning your new environment, staying out of trouble and taking care of business on the field. I think it's pretty simple as a player.
Is it one of the harder things in professional sports life is not just the potential for moving your home periodically throughout your career, but also the travel that's involved with it? Now, obviously, it's less with football, but still you have quite a bit of travel involved. Is that something that I'm sure you get used to over time, but is it something that you enjoy or something that you just kind of fit in to your lifestyle?
I think as a young person, I definitely enjoy it. There's some guys on the team's kids and, et cetera, they need schools and things like that. I think that's a little more stressful. But for me right now, at this point in my life, I'm definitely enjoying it now. If I was, if I had a family and everything else, it would be a little harder to maneuver. But I'm definitely enjoying, I embrace, the newness of things. I was originally from Washington, D.C., and I went to school in Atlanta. So it's just, to me, it's just another city to explore, and live in.
So it's a good way to look at it as far as I'm concerned, Jerry. Now, you had mentioned your playing days in Atlanta, Georgia Tech. Now with the Chargers, have you been able to get a sense of whether the interest in American football has grown in Nigeria? And do you think more kids maybe in playing that sport there now based on your career path?
I think it's definitely going to happen. I think there's going to be more of a drift. There are other players, Nigerian, players in the NFL. I'm not the only one. There's a ton of them. So, and every year a couple teams drafted in the first round. So, I think there's definitely going to be a movement where the NFL is going to be more global going forward. It starts with players like me and the other guys in the NFL who've had success.
Folks, we're joined by Jerry Attaochu on the Bossman Show. Los Angeles Chargers linebacker doing good things out there for the Chargers, folks. Now, Jerry, you're going against Phillip Rivers every day in practice, man. How is that experience seeing that guy compete on a daily basis? And what has he taught you about physically for only getting practice every day? And also, man, just what's like seeing this guy work and to prepare you to play guys like Derek Carr, Alex Smith, and those guys out in your division in the AFC West?
I think it's good to have a guy like him in practice every day for the whole entire because you learn how to play smarter and you learn there's nobody in the league that can outsmart us when we're out there. And when Peyton Manning was playing my first couple of years I was in the league, he was a guy that would check quick all these other things at the line, and that's similar to what Phillip does. And young quarterbacks can't do that. So if you're going against a guy like Phillip, that's really like the bar. And then you're coming out there against younger quarterbacks, and you kind of have a feeling for what they're going to do, and what they can and can't do at the end of the day, just based on how long they've been playing.
So, Jerry, some of the guys who have been instrumental in kind of mentoring you in the league and giving you a good knowledge base about the NFL lifestyle and the game itself, who are some of those guys that you look to help you, help guide you in the NFL?
There's definitely a lot of guys that come through San Diego that I played with. Definitely my first year, I had Dwight Freeney here, so I kind of learned just the nuances of rushing the passer and how seriously he takes it, and just doing everything he can to give him an edge on the field. And then you kind of take things from guys as a young player, it helps you grow. Sometimes you have to learn them on your own, but there's definitely things you take from other guys. It's really how they take care of their bodies, how they work when they're in the facility, how they are off the field. I think there's something to take from a lot of people in the NFL. So I'll say definitely a guy like Freeney and just his how professional he was about his job was something I learned quickly.
Jerry, Dwight's a good friend of the show. Did he teach you the spin move at all, Jerry? Can you do the Dwight spin anytime? Or you just don't leave that the Dwight? You don't try to spin too much.
Yeah, I'm still working on it, but I definitely took some pointers from him when he was out here in San Diego on that.
Good deal. Now, Jerry, take us behind the scenes a little bit, man. What is your game ritual to get you excited to play the game? So you go to the stadium, you go out there and go and feel a little, you listen to the music, you eat your favorite meal. Tell us, what's your game day like for you to get ready to play a game at 1:05 for the Chargers on Sunday afternoon?
Just listen to some music. I call my mom. We say a prayer before I go out there and warm up, and then just basically just get my mind and savage mode, essentially.
Nice, savage mode. That's what I'm talking about.
So, I'm gonna say it. I don't even want to know what that. I want no part of savage mode, Jerry. You just keep that on game day, brother.
Yeah.
Well, now I wanted to pre-show talking with JR. We were kind of talking the triple option at Georgia Tech, and I want to bounce it off JR and saying going against that in practice every day. What is it like to try to defend that? Because when you watch it as a fan or it really seems like it's difficult and a kind of a crazy thing to have to try to defend. So, what is it like on that side of the ball to play that?
Definitely sucks to practice against. Just keeping it real. A lot of downs. There's a lot of third down conversions, a lot of fourth down conversions, which is frustrating for a defensive player. 4th and 1, 3rd and 2. There's a lot of fourth and short. So going up against it in spring practice, that was probably my spring practice and training camp were probably the hardest times for me as a football player in college. And then the season was a lot easier because I had the stamina because we were going so many downs to rush the passer till the fourth quarter. So in a way, it helped me out. But as a defensive player, it's definitely one of the most frustrating things, especially in college, when you have freshman guys out there, sophomores who don't really know what they're doing. It's hard. And college is full of that. It's full of turnover. So,
all right, Jerry, going to the ATL more time, bro. What is your favorite food spot here in the ATL, man? Mine's Taco Mac. What's yours?
I like Mary Mac, man. I came up with Mary Mac, so I'm still Mary Mac guy.
Now, see, this is a tough question for JR. JR's kind of changed up his diet a little bit, He's trying to get a little bit more healthy. So all these food questions, we throw in food questions at some of our guests. I can tell. I can hear it in my ear. JR is kind of getting a little hungry over there. So if you hear a little spittle coming out, on the speaker, that's just JR getting hungry.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry too right now. Practice, so.
Yeah, well, I'm sure. So, last question for you from my end. Driving around town, Atlanta versus LA, who's got the worst traffic?
Ooh, Man, I'm gonna have to give it to LA, but Atlanta has gotten, they've gotten bad, really, really bad. So we got to get those 18 wheelers off the highway. But I'll give it to LA though. Just general cars on the road, traffic is crazy.
Now, Jerry, were you in town when the bridge collapsed by any chance? Were you here when that happened?
No, I just left too. I just left it, but I have town at the time, and I heard it was crazy.
Yeah.
So I hope they figure out the traffic situation.
Yeah. Man, it's like, really bro, between sinkholes and I-20 buckling now, like, I don't know what's going on in Atlanta right now between all that, man. I'm scared to drive on the roads right now. Like, am I going to drive? I'm going to get buckled or something? Like, I'm just spooked right now, Jerry.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's ridiculous. I've driven through it I drove through it this entire spring, so I had a lot of frustrating days in traffic.
Jerry, now, when you guys played the Falcons at the Dome on that Sunday afternoon, how exciting was it for you to play the Falcons in the Dome that day, man, and just be back and see Atlanta where you went to college at? How did that make you feel? And for you, man, what was your favorite moment of the Georgia Dome, your whole career, in your time being in Atlanta, in the NFL, all that stuff, man?
Well, I never got to play in the Dome at Georgia Tech, and I played last year because I missed the game. I was hurt, but definitely the energy. You definitely feel the energy in the stadium, and just how loyal and crazy the fans are in Atlanta, and how much they wanted to see their team do good that very day. So, we felt it as a team, and it made us come together and pull it out. But Atlanta is definitely the atmosphere is definitely different as far as football in the South, and they're kind of a representative of that professional for sports in the South. It's pretty cool.
Well, Jerry West, it's been good to have you on the show, Jerry. Man, me and John really look forward to seeing you on the field this year, cheering for you. We'll love to have you on again real soon down the road, man. Thanks for doing it today, man. Good luck in minicamp. Hope you stay healthy all year long, man. All right.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Chargers here on the Bossman Show.
All your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Fantasy football season is fast approaching, and if you're looking for an edge this season, you need to contact the guys at Draft Day Consultants. The concept is a simple one. Draft Day Consultants takes your requests and connects you with one of their trusted analysts, who then guide you through your draft. Whether you just need a sounding board on decisions, or if you need them to conduct your entire draft, Draft Day Consultants has you covered. Every one of their consultants has a proven track record of success, and have conducted hundreds, even thousands of mock drafts. Thanks to this year-round research and analysis, the guys at DDC have an unmatched understanding of player values. So gain an edge on your league mates this season by hitting up draftdayconsultants.com. That's www.draftdayconsultants.com. Now get after it, fantasy footballers.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Album is available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Back in the Jerry the Bossman Show, we talked to one of our Atlanta's own, Georgia Tech's own, now LA Charger, Jerry Attaochu on the Bossman Show. Great guy to talk to, John. How did you enjoy that, man?
Oh, I loved that interview. I loved it. I thought it was great. Jerry gave a lot of good insight, a lot of uncanned and honest answers to the questions that we asked, which is always cool when you're able to get someone to open up and speak plainly. That's what we strive for here, rather than getting the canned athlete answer. Nobody wants to hear that. So Jerry did a great job, and like we said during the interview, we wish him the best of luck this season. Hopefully he does real well.
Favorite take? It sucked. I agree, Jerry. That offense does suck. Going against it sucks. Watching it sucks.
How was it to practice against the triple option? It sucks. Yep. You know that. But you know what? He made a good point on that, JR, not to stretch it out too long here, but the point he made was that going against that every day in practice really boosted their stamina because of all the extra downs and extra snaps they had to take on defense. So during the season, they had a much easier time of it against teams that didn't play, that style of offense, or if they did get into a situation where they weren't turning the field over on downs as much as they wanted to on defense, they were kind of used to it. So that was actually a really good point. Even though it was funny that he said that, it was it was very poignant on his part.
Exactly, and also the offense too, John, is time position, ball control as well. So they get the rest and get ready to go out there and attack again, be in savage mode, as he said, because they got the rest because they run the ball most of the time.
I don't know if you heard it in his voice when he said that before the game he gets into savage mode. I don't know if you heard it in his voice, but I was like, I don't even want any part of that, bro. I don't want any part of Jerry in savage mode.
I'll stay in the slot. I wouldn't go nowhere near him. I'm in the slot.
The slot. I'll be in the locker room, bro.
Exactly. And I want to throw a shout out. We're going to do a French Open recap, people, and talk about women a little bit. I want to throw a shout out to my friend Donald Young and John's buddy as well. Good, great guy coming to the show with us. Donald made the French Open doubles final. I know he lost the final. Yes, him and his partner, Santiago Gonzalez from Mexico. Now, John, thinking about this, Donald Trump probably did not like this. Donald Young, a black man, was paired with a Mexican man, so Santiago Gonzalez, it's a doubles team. Donald Trump probably hated that.
You're too much, man. You're too much.
A black man and a Mexican together. Where's the wall at? But
he's too busy doing other stuff. I don't even think he noticed that, bro.
But Donald Young, a buddy of mine, made the final. He went on a great run, and he came a little bit short. But Donald's doing great. 50 in the world. Just met in singles, doubles ranking went up as well. Also, John, that was his biggest payout in his career.
That's
made
good.
$177,000 for that, making a doubles final French Open.
Good. Next time we see him, he can take us out to dinner.
Exactly. But just think about when we talked to Donald maybe 2 years, 3 years ago, where he was at the way he is now. And the improvement he's made in his game, and 27 years old, be 28 in July. Just John, talk about how just seeing how one of our guests that we talked to, build a relationship with, grow, and now we're friends off the show, and now see him successful in the French Open, now going to the grass of Wimbledon next. Talk a little bit about how you feel about Donald's progression. It's how we've watched him grow from the show to now.
Well, first of all, he's a great dude. So that's one thing. Regardless of what our personal relationship is with him, you just like to see good things happen to good people. And he definitely is a good person. He's always been very good to us as far as making appearances on the show. And, it's just one of those guys that you really do genuinely wish him the best in his career when he's out there competing. And I'm glad to see him having that success for that reason. Now, the flip side of that, on a professional side, he puts in the work. We know that to be true just in talking to him. And you can listen to the interviews. You can hear it in his voice. He truly loves playing professional tennis. He puts in an enormous amount of effort into his game, and he's very deserving of any of the success that he has. So I'm truly happy for Donald, both personally and professionally.
And I must admit to you, John, I was watching this match with 5 for 1 over here, and he kept saying, "Yo, boss." He's like, "Hit it where they ain't, boss." That's all. Yeah. That's all he has to do is hit it where they ain't.
JC's professional tennis coaching service. Just hit it where they ain't. The old baseball adage: just hit it where they ain't. On a simplistic level, he is absolutely correct. Hit it where they ain't. But I'd imagine trying to get it past Nadal or Federer ain't that easy.
Exactly. Speaking of Rafael Nadal, he won his 10th French Open title, John. He started winning in 2005 when he beat Fed in semifinals and was getting dark in Roland Garros. Think about this. I was in college then when this man started winning French Opens. Now he's won 10 in his whole career, man. He's now 79-2 at Roland Garros, man. Did you ever think when you saw this guy first play, this scanty guy from Spain, that he'll win these many titles at the French Open, man?
No, definitely not. It's hard to predict a career path that's successful, but first of all, he's sick. I mean, he's just a sick player. He got everything that you need to compete at an elite level of a professional sport, and obviously, he's like one of those guys that once you see this in golf sometimes. Once he cracked that first major win, then it just starts to roll on from there. That confidence level builds, and you can just see that on the court. Like he knows he's going to win. He's got that confidence level. Now, that being said, Federer's still my dude, JR. I know you're trying to switch my allegiance by that, that great intro you gave to Nadal in his career. You're trying to switch my allegiance over. I see through your ploy. Federer's still my dude, okay? Okay? I can still respect Nadal's game, but Federer's still my dude.
Speaking of your man Roger Federer, we're going to the grass of Wimbledon now, and your man's coming back. He skipped the play, which he skipped play, because he knew Nadal's going to win. So that's what's up. So now we got Nadal with one Grand Slam, Fed winning the Australian Open. Now we go to Wimbledon, Fed's house. So you got Djokovic struggling, you got Andy Murray struggling, and you got Fed coming back off an 8-week layoff. Now Nadal's going to take off from Queens and play Wimbledon as well. So, John, in your infinite wisdom of your tennis knowledge that you have, besides Donald Young, Dennis Cooley, and all our friends, and us American, do you see your man Roger Federer winning Wimbledon and getting his 19th Grand Slam title at the All England Club coming up here in about 3 weeks?
Yeah, I do. And I'll tell you why. He's a cagey vet. He took it off, just chilling, right? Doing his thing and enjoying himself, resting up. He knows, like you said, Nadal, clay court, hard court, master, not even going to waste his time. He's going to rest up for Wimbledon, and then he's going to let the young guy wear himself out a little bit, playing hard, out in the sun, sweating it. He's just sitting back, sipping lemonade, waiting for this Wimbledon tournament to start, and then he's just going to come out swing, bro. So that's my look at it. He knows. He's got that career under his belt. He knows how to schedule himself. He knows what his body can and can't do, and he's going to show up ready to go. I think he's going to be a force in that tournament.
Exactly. So Fed's back, folks. So that was your French Open Wimbledon preview here, recapping Wimbledon preview here on the Bossman Show. See, John and I could cover all sports, tennis, golf, soccer, hockey. We got you covered. See, we have it, people. We are diverse hosts. Okay, we can get the job done. Okay.
We got to get DY on. Let's get DY on next week. He'll be able to drop in, talk a little about his win.
He's up in England, so we can see what we can do. You know what would be great, just because I'm a crap starter. If I can get his partner on too, just to make Donald Trump mad.
Here's what we'll do. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll get a hold of Sean Spicer. Okay, we'll get the White House press secretary, and we will see if we can get him on air. And we'll then pipe in our buddy Young and his partner, and
Santiago Gonzalez is his name.
Yeah, we'll get Young and the combo of Young and Gonzalez in, and then see how that plays out, so we can get a report back to the press.
Think about this: you got two white guys, a black guy, two black guys, and a Mexican. It's not gonna go very well. It's for that administration.
Dude, we just have to get get somebody from the LGBTQ community, and we'll be all set.
Exactly. They might get the wall built real quick. Like Dennis Rodman in Korea. What the world's going on, people?
The only thing that's going to do is get the wall built up around this show real quick.
Exactly. And let us get out here safe before we get any more trouble with Donald Trump and any administration, because I don't want to get boycotted like Colin Kaepernick or blackball. So we're going to get out here safe while I can, while I still safe, people. So, coming up next, we recap the NBA Finals, Golden State and Cleveland, and look forward to free agency this year. So, folks, more John after the break.
All your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, a Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Fantasy football season is fast approaching, and if you're looking for an edge this season, you need to contact the guys at Draft Day Consultants. The concept is a simple one. Draft Day Consultants takes your requests and connects you with one of their trusted analysts, who then guide you through your draft. Whether you just need a sounding board on decisions, or if you need them to conduct your entire draft, Draft Day Consultants has you covered. Every one of their consultants has a proven track record of success, and have conducted hundreds, even thousands of mock drafts. Thanks to this year-round research and analysis, the guys at DDC have an unmatched understanding of player values. So gain an edge on your league mates this season by hitting up draftdayconsultants.com. That's www.draftdayconsultants.com. Now get after it, fantasy footballers.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today, True Speech and 313 Fresh, Family Grind ENT. Believe in it, get it.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
We're back here on the Bossman Show. Somehow, John and I are still on the air. We was not taken off the air yet. So, we're good. So far, so good. So, now we covered the French Open, we covered Wimbledon, we covered diplomacy and the process of all the nations coming together. We covered all that. Now we're going to cover the NBA Finals. Now, John, this is a trilogy that happened in Golden State and Cleveland. I know two guys on Golden State's roster. I know Ian Clark, and I also know Damian Joseph Vanderbilt, played for Coach Kevin Sawkins over there, over on West End. Derek Mason knows him very well as well. So I was cheering for Golden State because I know from Belmont, Ian, I know Damian from Vanderbilt. But Golden State, man, a lot of people are talking, getting on Kevin Durant for going to Golden State, but John, that's what they needed to beat Cleveland. They needed him to beat him. He didn't ride anybody's coattails, John. They rode his coattails. He needed them, and they needed him. You see what I'm saying? Because without him, they lose to LeBron and Kyrie, who's going crazy. So I feel like people that get out Kevin Durant forget he went. Look here, Russell Westbrook does not pass the ball. Who wants to play with that guy? You know who could stop Kevin Durant was Russell Westbrook. He wanted the shot himself. So, John, I feel like Durant did what he had to do to make the best move for his career. Hell, LeBron did it too, man, when he went to Miami and came to Cleveland. So, why are people on Durant so tough about doing this? And hey, it is a fair move, John, because think about this. The Warriors drafted Steph Curry, drafted Draymond Green, drafted Klay Thompson, and the salary cap spiked, which allowed them to sign Kevin Durant, and they traded away Harrison Barnes and Andrew Bogut to Dallas to make room to pay Durant. So it's not illegal. They weren't trying to cheat the system. Just what happened at the perfect time it happened where the salary cap spiked the TV money and allowed them to make the slot to sign Kevin Durant and sign Josh Abdul. They best those kind of guys about the roster to help them get a team to beat Cleveland in the finals. They just beat them 4-1 this series here. So, John, I'm at open there. What is your take on the finals? Kevin Durant and the people who want to always tear him down for making the move to Cleveland, mind me, to go say rather like Cleveland, making that move and just saying, appreciate the guy. I mean, he's a great player. He made a move that's good for him. And playing on Russell Westbrook, man, will make you want to leave OKC and go somewhere else.
Well, that's the nature of the league right now, and you can't. I shouldn't say you can't, but you shouldn't begrudge someone for making a career decision that's in their best interest. And clearly it was. I mean, Kevin Durant going to the Golden State Warriors was clearly an upgrade, a roster upgrade, as far as his career is concerned. There's no doubt about that. And I think that it's fine. I don't have any issue with it. That's the way the league is, the way the league is set up. If you look back in the 80s and the 90s and even the early 2000s, it wasn't necessarily set up that way. It's a more recent move where these guys are kind of setting up and doing these super teams in free agency. It used to be a super team would be built through the draft and maybe a trade here or there. Okay, that's how it used to be. Showtime, the Pistons. When the Knicks had good teams, the Celtics had good teams. That was all kind of built through the draft, and then they would make trades here and there to bring some guys in for pieces, parts to make that team click. Now it's not necessarily like that. It's the team comes in. You might have a superstar, and that superstar goes out and tries to recruit as many big-time free agents as he can to come in and compete with some of the elite teams in the league, Cleveland and Golden State in this case. LeBron does the same thing. He bringing people trying to bring free agents in his first go-around with Cleveland. he was doing it all on his own, and he was trying to bring elite free agents in to play with him to win championships. Did the same thing when he went to Miami. He joined, the two down there, and Bosch and Wade, and got those guys rings, helped get those guys rings. But I don't have any issue with Durant going out there. LeBron said it, man. It's a tough team to beat when you got Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, not to mention Draymond Green. Iguodala is no slouch. You got a great roster in Golden State, and they had to bring in one of the best players in the world in Kevin Durant just to be able to overtake this year. So, it's not a slap in the face to Cleveland. I mean, it's a compliment for as far as I'm concerned, for them to have to go out and bring in that big of a gun to win. And I'll be honest with you, our series, they lost in 5, but that game 2 could have went either, or game 3 could have went either way. That first game in Cleveland, had they won that game, you're potentially looking at a 2-2 series because they blew them out in game 4. Then you go back. Game 5 was pretty close, and you don't really know how that plays out. With the series not being on the line in game 5, changes the dynamic of that game. Come back to Cleveland for game 6. I think if the outcome is different in game 3, if the Cavs are able to hold on and win that close game in Cleveland, it changes the dynamic of the series, and I think it probably goes 7. Now, who wins that game 7 in Golden State is anybody's guess, but I think that's where the series turned, was in game 3. You go down 3-0, it's nearly impossible to come back. I should say it's impossible because it hasn't been done, but that's really where the series hinged to me. Now, I know, again, what happens in a game 7, or if you get to game 7, if they win that game 3, I think it's much more likely, for you to be able to get to 2-2 rather than 3-1. That scenario is much better for the Cavs, not only because they're not down that extra game, but with last year's historical precedent and some of the additional pressure that it put on Golden State, that can tighten you up. So I think that certainly would have helped their cause, and I think that ultimately that's when the series turned, was in game 3.
Exactly. They shot with Kevin Durant kind of everything, because I feel like if Golden State had not won game 3, it would have been 2-2, and they would have got tight again. They would have got tight.
Hey, whatever happened in game 4, I don't know if they were tight so much the Cavs just came out pissed. I think they were just pissed they lost that game 3, and that was what you got when you came out in game 4.
See, I expect the blah 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 come in game 3, not game 4.
I tended to agree with you. I kind of figured when they came home, Golden State would have expended a lot of energy in the first 2 games. I kind of thought the Cavs were a little bit sluggish in the first 2 games and kind of just biding their time, so to speak, because the series, it's not a sprint. It's a 7. These guys are looking at this as a 7-game series, as far as I can tell. I think the Cavs were definitely looking at it as a 7-game series. It wasn't a sprint for them. Once they started to get down a little bit in those first 2 games, it's hard to come back from big deficits against Golden State. You got way too much firepower to be getting down double digits and keep clawing your way back and then going down again. Keep clawing your way back, going down again. That expends a lot of energy, and you're going to get finished off in a series real quick if you don't pick your spots. So I agree with you. I think that I was kind of expecting the Cavs to load them out, not necessarily blow them out, but win in handy fashion in game 3. Game 4 would be a little bit more hotly contested. Still, the series would be tied at 2, and the next 3 games would kind of go back and forth until we got to game 7. That's how I saw it playing out. Once game 3 went to the Warriors, I really think that was kind of where the series turned, as I indicated before.
I hear that now, John. What are you hearing for Stephen Forrest? Who are they gonna trade Kevin Love to bring some back? They kind of capped out already. They spent money on LeBron's friends, J.R. Smith, Amon Shumpert, and Tristan Thompson, so they kind of capped out. So who you see having to pay the price for this 5 games?
I don't know. Consensus that I'm hearing just in casual conversation with people on the street is the statement that LeBron made after the game, whereby he made the statement. I don't know if it was verbatim, but he said that he needs to figure this stuff out or sit down and figure this out, is kind of what people are pointing to. And then they're taking that to mean that he wants to sit down and figure out what he needs, what the team needs to counter the move by Golden State of bringing Durant in. So what do they need to do to counter that? Do they need to bring in another superstar to play alongside him? If so, who would that be? Do they need to just augment the roster that they have already to counteract, some of the offensive schemes, or the way that, maybe augment their defense a little bit so that they can then counter what Durant brings to the table? I'm not sure which way they go with that. Like you said, I'm not sure where the money comes from for an additional superstar caliber player who that superstar would be, whether they're a top-tier player or a second or third-tier player, I'm not really sure. I would defer to you on that as far as what's available in free agency and who fits their style of play. But I think whoever they bring in, if they do, needs to have at least mediocre to above average defensive skills, because the Cavs, they can't really suffer anymore on defense. I mean, they play very good defense. They need to add someone who is going to keep them at that level or increase that level of play on the defensive end.
There's interesting free agency period here in July coming up, folks, for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Folks, NBA free camp is over. Now it's time for the Boss Report coming out after the break. So, folks, strap your seatbelts, get ready. JR and John bringing the Boss Report after the break.
All your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Fantasy football season is fast approaching, and if you're looking for an edge this season, you need to contact the guys at Draft Day Consultants. The concept is a simple one. Draft Day Consultants takes your requests and connects you with one of their trusted analysts, who then guide you through your draft, whether you just need a sounding board on decisions, or if you need them to conduct your entire draft. Draft Day Consultants has you covered. Every one of their consultants has a proven track record of success, and have conducted hundreds, even thousands of mock drafts. Thanks to this year-round research and analysis, the guys at DDC have an unmatched understanding of player values. So gain an edge on your league mates this season by hitting up draftdayconsultants.com. That's www.draftdayconsultants.com. Now get after it, fantasy footballers.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to do 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
folks, back here on the Bossman Show. We had a great show for you. Jerry Attaochu of the Los Angeles Chargers. We talked about the French Open and Wimbledon, NBA Finals. Now we come back to the show you've been waiting for, the show you've been waiting on the most. It's the Boss Report. John, are you ready for the Boss Report, man? We've been doing it with our man 5 for 1, but you're ready to take back over your mantle as the Boss Report king here.
Yes, I am active. Active Boss Report, injury report, Beckler equals active.
Good deal. Active John Beckler means we're about to get started. So, folks, where you've been waiting on it, it's time for it. It's here. It's the Boss Report. First story is John. North Carolina teacher is arrested after being caught getting a train ran on her by 3 of her students after a Facebook Live the activities.
I mean, at that point, arresting her is just adding insult to injury. Like, why even bother? Like, once you find out that they posted it up on Facebook Live, just be like, listen, man, you're going to have to deal with some serious ridicule at school for the rest of your days. And, I mean, at that point, arresting her is just like, I don't know, man. Facebook Live. Everything goes on Facebook Live, right?
You got that right. That's one of the most abused things ever in social media history. It's Facebook and Instagram Live and Snapchat been abused.
So so you and I have a few years apart from each other, right? Okay, so I graduated high school in '96. All right, and never once did I ever think, and this is when the internet first started kind of coming out. So when I was in high school, like junior, senior year, it was kind of like when AOL and dial-up was still, kind of going on, and it started to kind of ramp up from there, okay? Never once did it dawn on me that at some point I would be able to basically just upload my entire life live onto the internet for everybody in the world to watch if they so choose.
Yup, it's a different phenomenon. I can remember Lycos.com and those AOL CDs and the dial-up, and it was just, and just see how it is now. No wires, Wi-Fi, just get some Wi-Fi, I can be a fool.
Like back in my day, dude, like when it first came out, it was all about Napster. Napster was where it was at, bro. You could get any kind of music you wanted from anywhere in the world. Napster. When they started to shut that down, everybody was like, up in arms, because that's where we got our tunes from, dude.
Exactly.
Free tunes.
Napster sued every damn body.
Yeah, they did.
I remember that. They sued everybody.
Yeah, that was the best, though. You used to be able to just download on Napster, right? Before you go to bed, you start up the tunes you want to download. And then when you wake up, they're on your computer. You burn them onto a CD, and you're good to go.
Exactly. No, you hate though when somebody would call you on the house phone when you're in the middle of a download and they kill the download.
Oh, yeah, dude, that was the worst. That was the worst.
Like, for real, you just killed my download for 3 hours and you call it and ruined it. Like, for real.
There's some 19, 20-year-old kids listening to this right now, and they're going, what are you even talking about right now? House phone? What's a house phone?
Exactly. Like, it was like, I guess for me being 30, I kind of got the best of both worlds. I saw it pre-boom and post-boom.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of saw how it used to be, and then I see about how it is now. So it's like I kind of get right in the middle of everything. So I'm right there with you. I understand, man. And this right here is crazy. Florida man woke up with a bad headache only to discover his wife had shot him while he slept.
A bad headache. Oh my God, dude. Like, I've heard about some crazy head gunshot wounds. Like, I guess maybe if it doesn't penetrate your skull or, inflict enough damage to kill you, then I guess that's maybe what it would feel like. I mean, I've never been shot in the head. I really couldn't tell you what it feels like to get shot in the head, JR. But my man A is lucky, and B, better get a room at the Motel 6 real quick, because I wouldn't be sleeping in that bedroom another night in my life.
Exactly. And this story right here is scary. Well, scary for, I guess it's not scary, but a black New York man, John, receives a white penis transplant.
No, that's pretty scary, because I'm sure, listen, if I woke up tomorrow morning and I had a black penis, I would be like scared as well. You would be the first person I call and be like, JR, I woke up this morning, guess what? Guess what happened?
I got a black penis now. What the hell?
JR, I don't know what to do. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry.
Oh my God, we have a show history. This is the first time in 5 years that the off-air John showed up on the air.
Oh, man. I can't believe it took 5 years, but at least it wasn't enough.
Hey, this story did to you. After all these stories we've heard, this one got you.
Oh, man. Listen, it could have been a lot worse.
Exactly. Black man getting white penis definitely did it. That story is one for the ages right there. That's a story for the ages.
Depending on the size differential, he could have been disappointed. Could have been severely disappointed.
Exactly.
Maybe scared isn't the word. Maybe he woke up to the sad trombone. He's like, went to take a leak and was like, "Wow, man."
Yeah, like you let out get a penis and you get a white one and you black. Okay, this is my question about this. If you're the surgeon, don't you see what color your man is that you're surgery on? Maybe you pull the wrong one out, which is okay. First of all, how do you get a penis transplant? Does that mean somebody died and left their penis for somebody who's scary too?
I don't know. This is what you would think that would have all gotten fleshed out before the surgery. You're like, okay, I just want to make sure you're putting on an African American penis, correct? I am not Asian. I am not Hispanic, and I am not Caucasian. We are going with a black penis, correct? The doctor's like, oh, no, I have white marked down here on the sheet. Thank God you said something. Like, what? What?
I was like, who's got the wheel that happened? Like, my man is black, and you dropping a pink Johnson on him. Like,
you might be able to get away with, I'm not going to go all racial here on the show, but, maybe the difference between, a Latin American penis versus maybe an Asian penis in color. I'm talking about just in color, maybe the hue could be the same or something like that. I don't know.
He was a very dark individual, which makes it even worse.
Right. Like, you don't want to be putting, who's a really, really white guy?
Oh. Gordon Hayward of the Jazz.
Okay, you don't want to be putting Gordon Hayward penis color on Wesley Snipes. Okay, that ain't gonna work.
Or Draymond Green.
That ain't gonna work. Okay, sorry, but somebody you get to know that it's not gonna work.
Exactly. Florida man is arrested after breaking into IHOP to cook some burgers for his date.
He broke into IHOP to cook burgers for his date.
Yes.
I'm okay with that. I mean, who doesn't want to have a nice, burger from IHOP just while the place is closed down? You got the entire place to yourself. You sit wherever you want. Service is, good. Free drinks. I'm okay with that. It's not like he was robbing the place. You just want to show his...
I had no idea IHOP's even closed.
I didn't really either, to be honest with you. I thought they were a 24/7 joint, but maybe not all of them are. Maybe like somewhere in a more rural area, maybe they're not 24/7.
Gotcha. Yeah, we got this. Operation Extra Olives bust. Washington Papa John's employees selling that white powder to customers through a drive-thru window.
At least they weren't offering investment advice like the pizza delivery girl a couple weeks back.
Exactly.
So they were selling cocaine through the drive-thru?
Yes.
Oh, man. I mean, I'm always surprised that this doesn't happen more, because if you think about it, what is if you're selling drugs, okay, whatever, pot, cocaine, hallucinogens, whatever you're selling, you've got a slew of people. Everybody orders pizza. Pizza gets delivered. You could go pick it up. It's completely benign. Like if you are driving home and you get stopped by a police officer for running a red light or something, and you've got some marijuana in the car or some cocaine or something, all that they're going to smell or see is that pizza. And they're just going to think that you're coming home from the pizza shop. You just got pizza. That's it. It instantly gives you a reason for them to just give you a warning or write you a ticket real quick so you can be on your way home. You got a hot pizza in the car, right? So it's like a built-in setup for drug dealers. Like, who would want to do that? If you're a drug dealer and it gives you a reason to be driving around town delivering dope, and you've always got a pizza on you, so you're not going to smell it. All you're going to smell like is pizza. I mean, really, I'm surprised it doesn't happen more. I think maybe we just cracked the code on the drug dealer pizza delivery guy thing. Maybe we should be talking about it. We're screwing up guys' setup. Sorry everybody.
Sorry, Florida man. Sorry about that.
My bad. I take it back. Bad idea. Nobody does it.
Oh, you gonna love this though. Florida man arrested after getting himself some walk-up drive-through sloppy toppy at his job at Wendy's.
Walk up, drive-through sloppy toppy. He was working the drive-through window at Wendy's.
He just put it out there for the person to come up and just like that's really gonna work.
Through the window?
Yes.
Damn, dude. Like, think about how you would have to like get, because you're standing there and you know whenever you like come up to the window, you're seeing the person pretty much face to face. Like they're kind of, the window's kind of raised up. So he would have had to like stand up on something and like kind of like push it out there, you know, like it wouldn't be like you could just, you know, whip it out and it's there. He would have had to do some ninja style maneuvering to get it out there. It's impressive.
I wish I thought it was a good idea. That's my thing.
I mean, it's not incredibly sanitary, but it is impressive nonetheless.
Exactly. And Tennessee Steak and Shake worker arrested after accidentally dropping cocaine into off-duty officer's drink.
Ooh, that's rough. See, that's the problem when you're slinging out of the fast food restaurant, you know? Who frequents fast food restaurants? Cops. Got to watch out for that. See, that's the flip side of it. You know, if you're gonna be running that game out of a pizza joint or a fast food restaurant, you got to know your local law enforcement, man. What you should do is scout that out. Take some free food down to the police station. Be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm bringing free lunch down for you guys. Let them know, you know, thank you for, you know, protecting and serving. Get a little bit of an idea of who's coming through, so when they come through off duty, put a little face to the name, so to speak, and you know, when that guy's in here, you know, we got to kind of pump the brakes on the extracurricular activities.
Yeah, right. Man, Florida man arrested after breaking into store to drink milk and watch TV.
Did he have any cookies with him?
No cookies.
Oh, well, I mean, that seems like kind of lame if you're just hanging out drinking milk and watch TV. Like, I mean, bring some desserts with you or something. I mean, if you're going to get comfortable in there, you might as well do it right. I don't know that I've ever just, like, drank a glass of milk for the sake of drinking a glass of milk. It's always for a purpose, right?
Exactly.
You got something with it, like some Reese cups, or you put in some cereal, or you got some cookies, something. I don't know that I've ever just poured a glass of milk because I was like, oh, I really need some milk, and only milk right now.
Exactly. And we had this Georgia man arrested after being caught getting sloppy toppy at the gas station and having to pull a 3-foot snake out of the gas pump.
Wait a minute. Had to pull a what out of the gas pump?
A 3-foot snake.
Like for real snake?
A for real snake. He was getting sloppy toppy at the pump and then they saw a snake head out the pump.
Dude. Oh my god. That would freak you out, right? A, what's up with everybody getting sloppy toppy all over the place? Drive through, gas station. Like, what's up with that? B, how did the snake get in there? And C, if you were in the middle of that activity and a snake pops its head out of your gas tank and winks at you, like, you better run, man, because something's going down. Like, that ain't right.
Exactly. Man, oh man. That story right there is going to be a top 10 for real. Here we go. Florida man arrested after stealing, get this, $3.5 million from the city of Miami Beach to buy NFL season to get him some sloppy toppy from the whores at the Dreams Miami.
$3.5 million?
Yes.
And that's all he was going to spend it on?
Yes.
My God, that's a lot of whores. That's a lot of whores. Jesus. I mean, that's like 3 seasons worth of football and fun, so to speak. God. Lordy. Oh, my God. That's a lot.
Exactly. And we have an Ohio man arrested after posting fake informant list on Facebook Live.
Facebook Live, there you go. So he posted a list of people who were informants.
Yes.
And it was fake.
Yes.
And he got arrested for what, like inciting some kind of panic or something?
It's false reporting.
False reporting. So basically, okay, I got you. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, people have like this attention-seeking behavior now. Have you noticed that? Like, everybody, I don't want to say everybody, but there's a large segment of our population that wants to be internet famous, right?
Got that right.
Like, I don't know. I don't get that. I guess I understand it because there's all different types of personalities out there. And, you know, some things that we have in our society lend themselves to some people and others. It's not my thing. I mean, I don't, whatever. You and I use social media as a business tool to promote our show, and it's very beneficial to us in that way. But it's not as if we wouldn't do the show if social media didn't exist. You know what I mean? It's not predicated on that. And I think for some people it is predicated on that. Like they want to be known on social media, and it's just kind of, I don't know, just seems strange to me.
Got that right. And we got this Florida man arrested after pooping on his arrest warrant in the Walmart fitting room.
The Walmart fitting room?
Yes.
Why did he have his arrest warrant in the Walmart fitting room? I guess I'm trying to
Exactly.
like what? Oh yeah, I don't know. I guess we know what he thought about that arrest warrant.
Exactly. He thought it was full of bleep.
Yeah, I dropped that one earlier on the show, right?
Yeah.
You don't even know how to handle that. I mean, we have never had it happen. I guess you're gonna have to fix that on the back end, bro.
Yeah, thank God for that, man. Oh, man. He was gonna be laid off from his job, so Kentucky man stole, get this, $4.3 million IRS check before he left, and he also knocked down 4 of the secretaries so they wouldn't tell on him.
He stole a $4.3 million check from the IRS from the company that he was getting canned from.
Yes.
Jesus, like I mean, where are you gonna hide that at? You can't just go in and deposit a check from a company you don't have an account for. How are you gonna create an account to put the check into? Once you put it into that account, if you do create a fake account, I don't even know, dude. Like, I mean, people are stupid. That's all there to it, right? People are stupid. I mean, listen, that's a lot of money. I understand, but you ain't gonna get away with it, bro. There is nothing. You would have been better off trying to steal $100 out of petty cash than that $4.3 million check.
Exactly. And we got this right here. Florida man arrested after randomly firing an AK-47 while driving on the Florida highway, listening to our man Future.
Wait a minute, run this back to me.
Florida man arrested after randomly shooting AK-47 while driving on Florida highway, listening to our man Future.
That's why I thought you said randomly shooting AK-47. I mean, really, JR, to be honest with you, sometimes I drive around and I toss a little Future on and I pop off some rounds, you know. It's really the only way to listen to it, to be honest with you. I mean, if you're not in prison already, then that's a good way to get there. And that's really where the majority of the fan club is at. So, I mean, honestly, that's, you know, I think that's pretty common.
Well, last week, J.C. Smith, you missed it last week. There's a story where Florida men were angry, so they're listening to Lil Uzi Vert and not Future and beat him down for it.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, that's a beat downable offense right there. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, as you know, as our friend Emery Hunt would say, that you deserve to be mollywopped for that. You deserve
mollywopped.
Yep, you deserve a mollywhopping for that.
You're in Florida. Listen to Future. If you get caught with something else, you're gonna get beat down.
Yeah, as you should. As you should.
That Future should be the official artist.
I will tell you this: if you get, I'm just gonna put it out there, JR. I already swore once on the show. If you get your ass kicked, okay, in Florida because you're not listening to Future, and the cops show up, and then they find out, like, why'd you get your ass kicked? And you go, because I wasn't listening to Future. They're gonna go, yeah, well, you deserved it. They're gonna turn around and they're gonna drive away. They don't even care.
Pretty much. That's right. You got that right. And get this. New York man is arrested and charged after biting flight attendant and jumping out of a plane after she refused to let him finish sucking off her testicles.
This report has got me crazy, dude. I'm swearing we got. Oh man, I don't even like that. Is that? I heard you say sucking off, and I didn't know what was coming next. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Did you say he jumped off the plane?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
And he survived.
That's stupid, dude. I just had this visual in my head of this crazed dude with chesticle juice all over his face jumping out of the plane. Bouncing when he hit the ground.
And he survived.
Getting up, dusting himself off. I mean,
that's where he survived.
That must have been some powerful chesticles.
Exactly. Man, Florida man reported a dead body by carrying the skull of her into a public store using it as a puppet, saying, quote, "I have the mask."
Hey, listen, for Florida man, at least he's reporting it, you know. Could have just taken it home and hung out with it for a few days. You got to give him credit for that.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. And we have this great story for you in here. $10,000 is offered in reward for two teens who was caught on camera setting off fireworks up a woman's butt inside of Publix.
Dude, what is going on at Publix, man? Like, when did Publix become like? Is it like a secondary Walmart? Is it like overflow for Walmart now? Like, what is going on? So these two kids were setting off fireworks in someone's butt.
Yes.
Like, if you turn the corner at a Publix and you see this going down, what do you think? What goes through? I don't even know, JR. Like, I honestly think I would just back up and go to the next aisle. I'd just be like, you know what? I don't need pasta this week. I'm just gonna go around to the frozen food section for a while, and I'll be back later, I guess. Like, I don't even know how to respond to that in real life.
Exactly. And we found straight for it is we have 3 Florida men on the loose after going to a friend's wedding to knock them out with steel chairs to kidnap the friend's wife because, quote, "She belonged to me, not him." They're on the loose. They don't know where they're at. Him and his friends crowned the best men and the pastor out with steel chairs and got away.
That's hardcore, dude. That's some WWE stuff right there. They brought the steel chairs in. I mean, wow. Like, that is, it's got a romantic undertone to it, like, I mean, at some level, I guess, it does. But they even went after the pastor, huh?
Yeah.
Man, that is...
What if you was at a wedding and you seen cats come in with steel chairs?
I would just grab popcorn, bro. Sit there and see what went down. I mean, unless it were my boys, then I'd have to, step up. But if it was just like random dudes, I'd be like, ooh, man, somebody's about to get knocked the F out.
Exactly. For real. And now this report's been knocked the F out, John. What is your take on today's report, man?
I cannot believe that I can't believe two things. That it took 5 years for one of us to swear on air during the show, and secondly, that it was me. I cannot believe it was me, JR. I was sure that you were going to be the first to do it. I don't know why I was sure of that, because I am terrible and I swear like a sailor. So I'm really not surprised that it was me, to be honest with you. But I am. That was my first take of the day on the Boss Report. I do apologize for that. And secondly, there seems to be a lot of fellatio going on in random food spots around the country. I'm significantly impressed by the man who was able to maneuver his penis out of the drive-thru window to receive a walk-up sloppy toppy. That was pretty sweet. And then we had somebody. Where was the other one at? Publix.
Yeah.
Then we had a guy getting after chesticles on an airplane. I mean, it is just on and popping out there, dude.
And jump out the plane and surviving.
Yeah, man. Like, he just, he hit the eject button and live to tell about it, bro. Like, man. Whew.
Tell you what, folks, it's been a great show. Jerry Attaochu of the Chargers on the show, French Open preview and recap of Wimbledon, all that good stuff, NBA Finals recap, and the Boss Report, folks, with Jerry and John, Bossman Network, BossmanShow.com. We are out.
And if you don't know, now you know, you know.
All your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Fantasy football season is fast approaching, and if you're looking for an edge this season, you need to contact the guys at Draft Day Consultants. The concept is a simple one. Draft Day Consultants takes your requests and connects you with one of their trusted analysts, who then guide you through your draft. Whether you just need a sounding board on decisions, or if you need them to conduct your entire draft, Draft Day Consultants has you covered. Every one of their consultants has a proven track record of success, and have conducted hundreds, even thousands of mock drafts. Thanks to this year-round research and analysis, the guys at DDC have an unmatched understanding of player values. So gain an edge on your league mates this season by hitting up draftdayconsultants.com. That's www.draftdayconsultants.com. Now get after it, fantasy footballers.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today, True Speech and 313 Fresh, Family Grind ENT. Believe in it, get it.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.